usually do with this. Comes out fine usually. So, all right. So, first of all, we need to talk about your identity. Okay, and this is what I'm going to set up in what I call the cash flow quad. Secondly, we're going to talk about your objectives in business and what all right, guys. Try again. I'm not sure why it's doing that because it should be working fine. Let's turn my video off. Screen share. Webinar slides. Full size. Okay, that should be better now. Okay, okay, great. Not sure why it's doing that, but so anyway, well, you guys get prepared for technical shit to go wrong because I'm not good at this. I don't pretend to be, but I haven't outsourced my own webinars yet. So after your objectives, it starts with identity. Okay, knowing who you are and what you really want, what you're really doing here. Then we're going to move to objectives, which are your goals. Okay, I'm going to show you my TIM method. Then we move down to strategy, and that's your product pyramid. And this strategy is basically what we're going to sell in how many units. Then we get down to what I call the success track plan. I'll be showing you what that is. This is a plan I use to get my daily habits on form. Then we want to list all the tasks we have to do and turn them into systems. I'm going to show you the difference between tasks and systems. Then we need to delegate and or automate. Okay, so once you've got the systems down, the system can be given to a technology to do for us, automation, or it can be given to a person to delegate and outsource for us. And finally, when those systems are in place and they're automated and or delegated, and you know the numbers of them, we can scale. Now, the misconception is that business owners think it takes years or at least months to get to this level. But the truth is, if you just stop messing around with stupid tasks that make no money, and you know your identity, you get your objectives down, you know your daily habits, you know the tasks that have to be done every day in order for the business to get to that level, and then as soon as you systemize, you can start scaling. So think about this as an example for you guys, right? What, you guys could all make an automated webinar tomorrow, right? You might go to a webinar, you automate the webinar sells, I don't know, an ebook or something, just an example, right? You then go to so that's an automated delivery. It's an ebook. It's an automated sales process with a webinar. Okay, and then you just need to go and automate the traffic, which would be Facebook ads or pay-per-click ads, right? So yes, you spend more money on that, but you save a whole lot of time. If you did that, and any one of you could set something like that up tomorrow, I'm not saying that's what you should do, but for the sake of example, you could set up an automated funnel system tomorrow. You all know how to do it, right? If you then did that and you started putting, starting with a $50 budget of advertising, and you turn that $50 into, a couple of sales, and you put the money back in and invested some more and pump more money out, that's a scalable business model. Do you realize if you had the funds or you had the cash flow from that, as soon as you have the cash flow, you could scale that up to $1 million company in a week. It doesn't have to take time. In fact, it shouldn't take time. It should take scaling, right? That's just an example to show you what I'm talking about here. The faster you get down these 7 points, the faster you can grow a $10,500 income, like I'm talking about in this case study, right? It doesn't have to take a long, long, long time. It depends how fast you stop doing tasks and start doing systems. So, the first step to freedom, okay? Do you even own a business yet? Time for some brutal honesty, right? If you're employed or you're self-employed, a solopreneur, owns a system that makes money regardless of her input or not.
What? Yes.
So be honest.
I'm just gonna say it's
In the Facebook comments, do you own a job
It's
or a
very
business?
stressing outside.
Can you say you
Thank you.
own a business yet?
I know.
A business
The
system
weather
that
is
generates
cracking.
you money
Nice.
Hey, I was just letting you know.
or wherever. Okay? Because if you don't, then we have to honesty, and then we can actually start figuring out what the real problem is. Okay? So I'm going to show you this who is a top level investor. And this is basically the four ways here. And you can be an employee who has a job, self-employed, solopreneur, a specialist, you own a job, a business owner or entrepreneur where you own a system that works for you, and gradually you can become an investor where your money works for you. All right? So we want to go up the scale. So what's happened is you guys have probably left employment at some point. You were an employee. You were conditioned as an employee. Time for money. And you probably thought at one point, I can do this better myself. So you probably left your job and started as a solopreneur. But what happened was, the way I see this, okay, Rob Kiyosaki gave this basic fundamental outline, but I have looked much deeper into the psychology and the emotions behind this. And I've figured out that the emotions and psychology behind these labels are basically the biggest limiting block holding you back. It's not that you haven't got the latest tactic. It's not that you haven't got the latest funnel. It's not that ClickFunnels is better than Lead Pages. Okay, it's not because your landing page doesn't convert well enough. It's not because you haven't got enough clients. None of that shit matters yet. Okay? The fact is, you're falling into one of these categories, and what's happened is, the way I've seen it, you're likely going to be two of these labels. You'll be in transition between two of them. All right, so listen carefully. This is very important to get, but it's quite no one else is teaching you this at all. So I'm the first one kind of revealing this, so it doesn't make that much sense yet. But try and just listen. Okay, I'm going to try and explain this. So the way I see it, we are two elements of this chart at one time. And what happens is you will tend to be one of these categories in terms of bodily actions and your daily habits. You will be another label in terms of your mindset and beliefs. Let me explain. When you were an employee, at some point, you were probably happy as an employee. Maybe when you were 16 or 17. Why? Because you didn't know there was anything else out there. Right? Our desires are limited by our beliefs of what's actually possible. So you're an employee, you're a fitness coach, martial arts instructor, a cameraman, an SEO guy, whatever it is, and you're okay. Then you saw a self-employed person doing your work, right? Or doing something. And then you realize, wow, I could be self-employed. I can do this work I love. I love the work. I just hate the boss and people and not work on my own terms. So at this point, you were now an employee in terms of bodily actions, but your mindset became thinking like a employed person, you were thinking about being self-employed. And now you're thinking, right, how can I get out of this? How can I make my own income? What are my income goals? How many clients do I need? And so on, right? So what happened was you were at one level of employee, you saw the potential of being self-employed, and that created a gap. That created conflict in your soul wants to be self-employed. So that creates conflict. That conflict or resistance in from self-employed solopreneurs. How do I do clients? How do I get marketing? How do I build landing pages? How do I do sales consultations? Right? Solopreneur in terms of actions and body. Okay? You trade time for money, you do all the things we talked about, but your mind has expanded and you've seen an entrepreneur doing what you want to do or having the lifestyle you want. Okay, maybe it's me or you've seen somebody else. And what's happened now is you're looking at them thinking, I want that. So I don't want to be a professional or specialist that gives this service. I want to be a business owner that has employees or systems or products delivering that to the customers. Is this making sense so far, guys? So again, pretty simplistic, I know, but it is extremely, you need to get this, okay? So this is the root cause of everything. So again, put in the comments in the Facebook thread if this is making sense to you. I'm at a level right now where I'm an entrepreneur in terms of actions. I try to be as lazy as possible. I lead my teams, my people. I build systems. But in terms of actions, I'm that. But in my mindset, I'm a full-on investor. Because in my mind, I have three currencies I can invest. I can invest my money, I can invest my time, and I can invest my energy. They're my three currencies. And I'm not going to have time to go into currency management today. That's a whole bigger topic. But guys on my retreat and my personal clients have learned in depth. It's changed their lives. But every decision I make now is an extremely calculated decision. Is this worth my time, my money, or my energy? Which one of those would I invest, and in which quantity, and what's my return? Every decision I make is based on that. Every decision. Okay? And so that's the process. So you're in the self-employed land now. We want to get you up to being in the business owner realm. So the first step there is, finding out where you are and where to go. So I already told you my story. I was a solopreneur, wanted to become an entrepreneur, and I did that. And that's what crossed me over that gap. Okay. Second step to freedom is to realize that your business success is not the goal. This is all about a tragic misunderstanding of objectives, strategies, and tactics. Okay? In project management, in anything you want to achieve the goal, we have objectives at the top. This is the goal, objectives. This is basically why you are doing something. Okay, so the top level are objectives and why. Below that, we have strategies, which is what you do to achieve the objective. And then below that, we have tactics. The tactics are how you achieve the strategies, which in turn create the goals. This is another fundamental mindset shift which is going to release you, because whenever 99% of the time, if I got on the phone with any one of you individually and I asked you, what are your goals? Okay, the first thing most of you are going to say is get 20 customers, complete my landing page, make my product, do this. And all you're telling me, you're not telling me your goals, you're telling me business strategies. Okay, I had some calls tonight with some clients. I said, tell me, how much money do you want to make each month? And they start telling me, well, I've got this product, I'm going to sell this many. I'm like, no. I didn't ask for your strategy to make money. I said, how much money do you want to make? What's the goal? Right? And the thing is, when you understand this, the objective is your lifestyle, is your time, your income, and your freedom. All right? Remember, why did you start your business? You didn't do it to make money. You did it to fund yourself a lifestyle. You wanted to live a certain lifestyle. You built this business so it could provide you with that. Right? If you start treating your business as an investment vehicle, it all makes a lot more sense. Your business should be working for you to live your lifestyle. You should not be sacrificing your lifestyle to make your business work. That's the mistake that everyone's going wrong. So business success, getting more clients, growing my company, building a team, that's not goals. They are all strategies to achieve the goal of more money and more free time. So look at your own goals right now and start planning out and saying, how do I actually set my real life objectives? Okay? Your objectives have nothing to do with business. Your objectives, your lifestyle objectives are, I want to earn this much money because this is how much money it takes to me to do all the things I want to do, have the things I want to have, and be the things I want to be. I also need this much free time because the lifestyle I choose requires I have this much free time. I want to spend 5 hours a day with my children. I want to spend 2 hours a day doing fun hobbies. I want to spend 5 weeks of the year traveling around Thailand. Okay? So you need a certain level of time, income, and mobility. Time, income, mobility. They are your objectives. They have nothing to do with business, right? It's just how much money you want, how much free time you want, how much mobility and freedom you want to do certain things. Success of the business, I'm going to sell this many products to this many clients in this kind of way. That's your strategy, not the goal. When you fail to understand that, when you fail to look at your real objectives and you're not focused on how much free time am I trying to achieve, or how much mobility am I trying to achieve, then as a result, you end up with none because you've neglected your time and energy. Well, we all have a money goal, sure. We all have a money goal, but how many of you have free time goals? How many of you have said, my goal is to work 2 hours a day? And do you have a strategy in place that gets you closer to that? Or are you going the opposite way and you just want the money and you're sacrificing all the time in the world to get that money? Because I'll tell you for a fact, I've done that and I wasn't happy. I've made a 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month income by working 10 hours a day. And it's great having loads of money in the bank, but it's not so great you can't even spend it, right? And you have no friends anymore. And you can't have a nice relationship with anyone. And your family don't see you. Who gives a crap about the money then? So that's the next thing to really lock down. I did it for my baby son. This is my son, Samuel, who was born just over a week ago. So my first big public photo, I think, here. But this is my son, Samuel. And I did this for him. This whole case study, this agency was for him. Because when I found out 9 months ago he'd be coming along, I realized then how much even more important my time was. So I took a step back from consulting, and I said I'm now gonna remove all my time for money is gone unless I choose for it. I just said that. That's the case. Step back. I need now an agency that will do done for you. People, how to do Facebook, how to build landing pages, how to do sales copy. No, I'm going to provide services that are done for the customers. All right? And I'll bring in Let me just check these slides again. You guys are all seeing the stuff. So, I don't know why the slides have gone off, guys. I don't know why I can't see this. You saw them earlier, right? So, I'm not sure why that's happening. They just came back. Oh, great. Okay. So, not sure why that is. Alright, so if I go to full screen again. Alright, so you've seen my slides now. I don't know what's going on with this. I will not even pretend to know what the hell is going on with these technology. I don't know. Right, but you should all see my slides now anyway. So that's little Sam holding my hand. He's awesome. He's a cool baby. He just sleeps, eats. Pretty cool. So I'm going to be there for him. Okay? But why is freedom a must for you? You have to figure that out, guys. Why is this important for you? If you don't set this objective, then you're never going to do it. If you only set a money goal and you just think more clients, more money, more clients, more money, you're only going to get busier and you'll never have this lifestyle. You have to change your approach. It starts by changing your objectives, knowing what you want out of life, and then building your business in a way that it funds you that lifestyle. So, once you know that, the third step then is we come to strategy. Okay? This is now, we've done the objectives. Next is business strategy. Now, this is my number one rule of business. Make it easy for people to give you money. Right? Everyone laughs at this. And when people pay me $3,000 for consulting, and the first thing I tell them is, oh, you need to go and make it easy for people to give you money. They laugh. And then they see I'm serious. Because it sounds simple, but how many of you guys are really making it drop dead easy for people to do this? Because what's happening is because we're solopreneurs, we're trading time for money. This causes a problem because then your time is scarce and precious, so you feel you have to charge more money for it, right? So what happens then is you charge higher fees to get your time, and then what happens is it's harder to make sales because you're charging more money. So because it's harder to make more sales because you're already spending time on the service, you then have to spend more time on sales. And you have to start doing 1-hour consultations. And then you have to learn how to do those consultations. And you have to learn the ninja sales tactics. And then because it's so hard to get someone to opt in for a consultation, you've got to learn marketing. And then you've got to learn sales copy. And you've got to learn the persuasive 101 NLP ways to get someone to opt in. And then you've got to learn about what your page looks like. And then you've got to look at, is a blue button higher converting than a red button? And should I use GoToWebinar or Webinar Ninja or Lead Pages or this? And all this bullshit that stops you making any fucking money. It's all bullshit, guys. Do you really think Richard Branson is sitting on Necker Island posting in a Facebook group saying, hey guys, should I do lead pages or ClickFunnels? Do you really think that's what the entrepreneurs are actually worried about? Do you think, Vishen Lakhiani runs his own Facebook ads? Half of these guys don't even know what's written in their own sales copy. You do realize that, right? When you hang out with like high 7, 8-figure earners, many of which are my clients, my top level clients I do spend some time with, and I choose to work with those guys because I get more than just money. I get the personal experience of being with them. It's a good investment of my time because I learn this stuff from them, from watching what they do. They don't know shit about this stuff. All the stuff that you go around buying courses on this, I'm going to do a course on SEO, I'm going to do a course on sales training. I'm going to do a course on funnel building. The guys making the most money don't know shit about that stuff. That's all solopreneur stuff. What an entrepreneur does is says, I'm not going to learn a Facebook ads course. I'm going to find someone who's done the course and have them implement it for me. Or I'll pay for the course and have them do it for me. Now, once I had a fitness pro, and he came to me and asked me, hey, Justin, can I pay you for some sales training? He said, I run a boot camp. I've got some consultations coming in, but I'm not closing them. Can I pay you, $2,000 he offered me to sit down for a couple of hours and you train me on sales? And I said, no. And he was dumbfounded, like, what? Why not? And I said, because that's the stupidest thing you can invest your money, your time into. It's a good idea, invest your money into having a sales system. But I said, think about this. I said, think about it. If I'm willing to spend 2 hours of my time teaching sales, that fitness pro could go out there and get another person, or get 2 people that want to learn sales and want to make income on commission, and he could send them to me, and he could pay me to spend 2 hours with his 2 salespeople and teach them sales. He's the entrepreneur. He's the business owner, or supposed to be. Why has he got to learn about sales? He can get people who want to be sales solopreneurs. He can pay me my fee. I can teach them how to do sales. And then the same time investment, well, actually, he's out there doing other
Okay.
people back to him. He now, for the same money investment, he has 2 trained salespeople. He can now pretty much double his business based on that. He can double the amount of clients he gets every day. That's just one simple way of looking at this differently, which you have to start to do. So your prices are high because you're charging time for money, and that causes problems. So here's what I suggest to you. What I recommend you do. You make it easy for people to give you money, and you do that by having multiple price points, okay? Not multiple products. This is the mistake people make, okay? If you try and make multiple products, you're spending more and more time. What you want to do is think, what is the one result you help your ideal customer get? What is that one result? Do you help, does your company help business owners double their sales? Do you help busy women lose 10 kilos of body fat? Do you help mixed martial arts fighters go from amateur to pro? What do you help people do? A to B, right? That's the first thing. Once you know that, then you want to allow your prospects to invest money to get that result at multiple price points. Okay, so here's an example. Again, an example. Don't feel you have to copy this word for it. Don't try and take the tactic out of this, because tactics are irrelevant. This is the example, the principle, okay? If, let's say I'm going to spend an hour on the phone with someone with a consultation to a prospect. The way most people work right now, most solopreneurs, is the person gets on the phone with them. They do the hour strategy call. At the end of the call, they say, great, if you'd like to work together, my fee is $1,000 a month. And 90% of the time, the prospect says, nah, that's too expensive, thanks though. Right? Because they have nothing else in place. They're throwing money away because they're not making it easy for people to give them money. So here is a better example. You get the person on the phone. Okay, the best example is you get the person on the phone with your salesperson, right? Not you. But let's say you, for the sake of now, you get on the phone. We can leverage your time better. So every prospect that comes on the phone with you, at the end of the call, you can then say, hey, would you like to work together with me? It's $1,000 a month. That's my program. And if the person then says, you know what? I'm not too sure about that. It's a bit too much of an investment. Then you can say, no problem. Well, I also have a group coaching program or a mastermind program where I take on 12 people at once who work in a group. Now, my time is better leveraged, so therefore I can reduce the price. And the mastermind program is only $500 a month, which like that. And that teaches you how to get that result. And the prospect still says no, okay? But they still want that result, doubling their sales or losing 10 kilos. So now we can simply keep working down the ladder until we find a price point they will invest to get the
So,
result.
real quick,
So I'd say, okay, well, I have a large group membership
I'm on
site,
a live webinar.
which is $100 a month.
What do you
Now,
want
there's
to talk
even
about?
less of my time involved in that. It's more automated.
He's
So
going
it takes you
through a
longer
section I
to
already
get the
know.
result.
What's up?
It starts
That's
this
only-
month,
it's less
and
money,
we haven't
$100.
registered him because we haven't had the money.
And if they say no to that, you want to be prepared to have something less than that and say, well, I've got an audio CD
And that's for
set,
the first
or I
month.
have a magazine
And
subscription,
then I think
which
it's
is a
120
PDF.
after that.
PDF paid newsletter once a month, $10 a month to learn to get the result.
What's
I'll
up?
try and look at
Okay.
the back of that one.
Now, what you want to try and do from that is then,
Because
first
I
of
don't
all,
have the
you're going to
time
start
think about
closing
That's not
90% of your
giving me
prospects now onto something. Okay, there's no point trying to get the big sale. You want to set your business up for success so that you can monetize almost every lead that talks to you. Because even if they invest on the lower level, we still have a chance to upgrade them and ascend them later. Right? This one change could revolutionize your business. So if you think of all the prospects you've spoken to on consults over the last 6 months or 1 year, and you didn't have a downsell in place, you didn't make it easy for them to pay you something,
So we're looking at probably.
how much money do you think you've actually left on the table, if you're honest? Okay? If you've let, let's say, if you've let a 100 prospect walk away from a
Why wouldn't
consultation
you
without buying
do
anything because your fees,
3 days.
your solopreneur
I
fees
don't
are
think
too
he's
high,
ready for 3 days.
you know?
I want to do 3 days
It's a better
next
price
if
year.
you let 100 people walk away
Yeah,
and you
but
could have
I
offered them something
honestly
for
don't think
500,
he's ready for 3
300,
days. I think we
100,
should
or
work up to
20
that and do
bucks,
that the next year.
how many
Remember
more
talking
people
about
would
that?
you have putting money in your bank account right now?
It's going to be
Tough
Tuesdays
question,
and
huh?
Thursdays.
But this is what it comes to when we talk about
Or is it Monday
working
to Friday?
smarter, not
I think it's
harder.
Tuesday and Thursday, or I think you can
This is
do-
why as well, it all fits because
So
a lot of you
you'll have
guys worry if
You
I
use this
train,
one?
if I
How-
bring
how
a
are you gonna get
salesperson,
them
will they
there
be
on
able to
Thursday? Will they
sell
have to do
my
that if you have the other
product
3
like I
days?
do
No, I can just drop them
as
off.
well
It's
as
not
me?
bad.
Well, guess what? It's not about
When does it
finding
do that?
amazing salespeople.
It's
It's
been-
about having an
When does it
amazing
do that?
system. And your sales system now is you don't even try to
I don't
overcome
even know if they have
objections.
places
You
still
just
available,
offer the
so I need to
person
call
the
them.
next step down
Find
your
out.
funnel. So you
No.
can get a rubbish salesperson. Do you think they could still make it? They
I made
could still
$50.
close
I
a
made just
$20
under $50
downsell?
last night at Lyft.
Of course they could.
If you
You
want me
give
to
them a
just work till I
script, a
get
template to follow.
110 more,
You can
100,
get anyone
100 more
to
tonight,
come on the
and
phone.
just pay with it tomorrow.
And at this
I can
point,
do
you
that.
can get multiple people on the phones for you. You can then send the leads in. There's a good chance the leads all get monetized. And the best case is, even if you only make enough money from those sales that it liquidizes the cost of buying that lead. Okay, if only the front end sales just liquidize the marketing cost, you can then essentially build your company virtually for free, and you can do it rapidly. You just need more salespeople, and you need to pay more money into traffic. It's that simple, guys. It's not easy, but it's simple. Okay, but it's not the tactics that are hard. It's the mindset that's hard because you haven't been taught this stuff. You've been taught to work hard, work long hours, be the best, charge what you're worth. This is all solopreneur employee stuff. It's not business stuff. It's not entrepreneurship. You have not been taught. If this is new to you, you have not been taught entrepreneurship. You've been taught solopreneurship. You've been taught to have a well-paid job, and they've covered it up and called it business and marketing. But it's not. I want you guys to walk away out of this today seeing the truth and the curtain pulled away. How are we doing so far, guys? By the way, give me some feedback in the Facebook group. Tell me in the Facebook group we're not going to move on to like some comments. So I want to know, I want to check in with you because this is new stuff. I haven't taught this very often. And I taught this to my one-to-one seven-figure clients. I've taught it to, my retreat clients who came to my luxury retreat. I've not really taught it too much online yet. But what are your biggest takeaway so far? Because I hope you guys can see that this is what's going to make you more money. It's the newest tactic. Okay? It's not about which is the newest software. Right, so, okay. Awesome. I like it. Christina's got some money to collect tomorrow. I love it. I love that. Yeah, that's right, Christopher. Tim is your new best friend. Okay, Tim is your best friend. Always remember that. Okay, so Carl's asking, how do you implement this if you're starting from scratch? Well, all we started from there, Kyle, is we started from, coming up with your product range and multiple price points, right? So, Kyle, comment below on here. What business are you in? What result do you offer your client? And we'll case study your ass right now. All right. So, SEO package, fantastic. I've got a bunch of clients who are building SEO agencies. One of the guys in my agency has 150 people working for him. So this is awesome. So, Kyle. Right, so SEO packages. And what do you do right now? Do you do it for them? Do you do it with them, consulting? Or do they do it themselves by you selling products? So do you give information? Do you give consulting? Or do you do it for them? Which one do you do right now? Sell it, the team delivers. Okay, so you're halfway to automation already, my friend. So if you've got a team doing, you've outsourced delivery. All you need to outsource now is sales and lead generation. Okay, so you sell it, right? Okay, and I suppose then you get a commission. You get the team that it goes to. You get commission, right? So you can figure out now. Okay. You need to get, if you can automate the sales process, or you can either automate it by, automated webinar or a sales page, or you can outsource it and get someone in who will work on a cut of your commission, like a second tier commission, then that's still outsourced. Okay? Then we've got lead generation. Okay, the lead generation can be automated pretty easily. All right? So what you're going to realize here, Kyle, is that this is going to cut into your profit a little bit, right? If you get, let's say you get $100 commission, and then let's say you pay a sales guy $20 if he sells a package for you. That leaves you with $80 left. And then let's say you spend $10 to get a lead with pay-per-click advertising. But you're down to like $70 profit now rather than 100, let's say, right? But still, look how much more free time you have. You've invested, let's say, $30 extra of your commission to have all that free time and a scalable income. Because as soon as you've got one guy trained doing it, that's the cool thing. When you've got one sales guy, it's easy to get 10. They just repeat the same thing. Right? Think of this, guys, okay? It's not about finding great people. Think of a mobile phone company already. Let's go with Verizon or Vodafone, a big mobile phone company. When they set up a new town, what's the first thing they do? They hire out an office block, and the call centers, when they make their call center, their sales call center, do those guys, they fill the call center up with like 50 salespeople, right? You guys are with me, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? A big company that earns real money. They've just hired. Is it Grant Cardone? Is it Frank Kern? Is it Gary Vaynerchuk on the phone? No. They hire a bunch of 19-year-old college dropouts, right, who work for minimum wage. They start day one, they have no sales experience, and they say, hey, here's a sales script, get on the phone and start selling. just read the script. It's the system, right? If you ever watch Wolf of Wall Street, that's an amazing business education, right? How he starts that project. He gets a bunch of guys who sold weed, gives them a sales script, and then says, pick up the phone and start doing the script when they bring the leads in, right? Again, really that simple. So you're very, very close right there. Delivery is the hardest part for most people. So for most solopreneurs here, delivery of the service takes the most time. Then usually they do like a bit of sales on top, and then they try to do marketing. So if you can outsource delivery first, you only have sales and leads to take care of, and leads are easy. That's automation. It's just doing the selling then. That's why I moved into seminar selling, because it's more time leveraged, right? So there's plenty of ways to get around this. You're much closer than you think. So that's step number 3. We've got way more to go, so I'm going to move on quickly. Okay, so let's just stop here for Christopher's asking, how do we get delivery outsourced? Well, I mean, this depends on the product, of course, Chris. I mean, it's different for every industry. If we're talking about coaching, remember, first of all, guys, it all goes back to, remember, you're not a coaching business. If you think you're a coach or a consultant, you're not. This is a very important lesson for all of you, okay? Another mindset, and I've got to thank Christopher Browning for raising this, because I wasn't going to talk about this, but I think it's actually a very important point. None of you are in the coaching business. None of you are in the consulting business. All of you are in the information publishing business. Coaching or consulting is one method you use to deliver that information. This will change the game for you. You're in the business of providing that one result to that one customer. How they want to get the result is up to them. So they can either pay you to do it for them, they can pay you for your time to teach them, or they can pay you for the information. So remember that everything is information. So you first of all, if you give some kind of expertise, you give life coaching or SEO consulting, or you teach people how to lose weight, or how to build rocket ships, or how to run a marathon, or whatever it might be. You first need to document your syllabus. What is the first thing I teach them? On session number 1, what do I teach them? Or what do we talk about? What are the questions do I ask? In session number 2, what do I do? Right? And if you think you have trouble outsourcing your job, well, think about this. Tony Robbins has outsourced 90% of his live events. People pay thousands of dollars to go to a Tony Robbins event, and you get a Tony Robbins coach. Because he knows they're not paying for Tony Robbins, they're paying for Tony Robbins information, Tony Robbins systems. So, if you're talking about coaching, consulting, you need to know what are the steps to go through, okay? And this is very easy, actually, because Christopher, what business are we talking about here? What information? What industry? Put a comment in the Facebook. What delivery are we talking about here? What are you teaching them to do? What result are you offering? Coaching and marketing. Marketing, right? So you're giving them marketing advice to grow their own business, yeah? So, all right, Christopher. Who did you learn marketing from? More than anyone. Like, there's probably a few people, but who's your number 1 influence, maybe right now or ever? Who's been your biggest influence in marketing? Where are you getting your information from? Because I'm sure you didn't make it all up. I didn't make up this stuff. I just saw the patterns that other people were doing and I copied it. I didn't invent freedom businesses, right? So we got our information from something, right? So a lot of, life coaches, if they've done Tony Robbins life coaching programs, then they learned Tony Robbins system already, okay? So if you do personal coaching I assume you learned, you took on a personal coaching system from someone else you learned from. Did you do Tony Robbins' personal coaching system? Did you do John Maxwell's personal coaching system? Okay, ideally, you would have learned from someone, and if you didn't, you can easily go and find one of their systems. Okay, so for example, in my gym, I've never written any of the workouts, right? You know, I just bought a workout program off one of the top coaches in the world, and then my coaches deliver that to the clients. So you can have a system quite easily, and all you're going to do is, like you learned that system, if you're going to take on new coaches, you have them learn that system too, right? So again, I teach my in my fitness center. You know, we do a lot of personal development and mindset coaching work. And I'm a big believer in Tony Robbins' model, you know, which he got from someone else, by the way. You know, the 6 human needs and identifying the needs and why that leads to people having bad habits and things like that. But do you think I taught my coaches that? Hell no. What did I do? I bought them a Tony Robbins program. I was like, hey, listen to this Tony Robbins program, graduate this program, and then you'll know all the stuff about Tony Robbins that I know. Put them through the program, right? Then suddenly they learn, and then after that, they just get experience, and they'll become as good, if not better than you. So, same thing. This is very simple to outsource whatever you do. If Tony Robbins can outsource his own events, then you guys can definitely outsource what you do. So the 4th step, daily habits. I'm going to move on now, guys. We've got some stuff to get through. So we'll come back to the systems and employees later, because we're not really at that point yet. We've got to first log in the daily habits. Okay, so once you know the strategy, you have multiple price points. So now you know what products are in your range so that everyone can afford to buy from you. You open yourself up to the whole market. X number of this product. When I sell those products in those units, I make that level of income. Okay, and those products are automated and those services are outsourced so that I can free up my time while the money comes in. Right, and so as an example for my case study for Black Box Digital Agency, you know, what we've done is, you know, we now have a done for you service, but we're also building in a consultancy service, and then we also have the do-it-yourself product range, and we're going to have that set up for every speciality within our industry, in our agency. So we have, I think, 15 specialists in our agency. You know, we have someone that does SEO, we have a team that does Facebook, a team that does funnels, a team that does copywriting. And we are now making, for all those products, we have a done-for-you service at a certain price point, a do-it-together consultancy with those price points, and then do-it-yourself information at the lowest price point. So I've made it easy for people to pay my agency money by having 3 levels of product, and I've also made it easy by offering all services. So get Facebook, Google, SEO, funnels, copywriting, apps, podcasts, media, whatever you need, we can offer it. So again, this actually goes well against the solopreneur principles you've been taught. So remember, solopreneurs teach you, be a specialist, specialize, niche down, you know, be the go-to guy for this. It's all bullshit. All right? Again, I'm going to sacrifice some more myths right now, and that's another one. Okay? Don't specialize, okay? What you specialize in, what you want to specialize in is the customer and the result, okay, that you help them get. And then you can sell all the methods and all the channels to get that result, okay? And the more you offer, the more money you can make. So that's what we do there. The next step is daily habits. So, daily habits then. And this is going to be all about then what you do every day that keeps you working towards those objectives, that strategy. How do you make sure you sell it? And what you need to do is the thing I call the success track plan. And again, I can't go into detail on this. This is a whole hour training in itself. Members of my expert academy get access to this. But it's basically, you need to know how many sales of each product you want to make every month to reach your goal. If you need, then you need to know, if I need, let's say, 10 sales, how many prospects, how many leads do I need? Maybe if I'm going to make 10, if 10 sales are made from consultations, we need to have 20 consultations. If we need 20 consultations, how many applications do we need? Maybe we need 30 applications. If we need 30 applications, how many clicks from the advert do we need? Maybe it's 3,000, right? When you simply figure out those numbers and work backwards, you can then figure out your daily tasks. You know what has to happen every day in business to get those goals. So at Black Box Agency, the daily tasks and habits we have, basically is we are aiming to make an average of 5 sales a day of one of our core products. Okay, and to do that, we're launching seminars in multiple countries, mastermind groups. We have door-to-door sales guys, so we know exactly how many sales, leads, and clicks we need every day. And if we're not hitting those numbers, I can find out where the problem is and improve the system. If we are hitting those numbers, great, we can find out what's working, and then we can scale it up and do even more of it. That's the beauty of that system. So you've got to figure out what are your daily habits going to be. What are your sales, leads, clicks, whatever you need. Build them in so you know exactly what to do every day. The 5th step is turning those habits or those tasks into systems. This is where it gets a bit more real, okay? So let's say your tasks every day are you're gonna write a blog post, write an email, do a sales consult, teach my client something, right? These are all tasks. The difference between a task and a system is that a system is repeatable, it's scalable, it can be done by somebody else or it can be automated, and it has a quantifiable result. Okay, so again, it can be outsourced or automated, it can be quantified, and it can be scaled up. Okay, if you're doing something every day in your business that doesn't meet those criteria, it's a task, not a system. Okay, so that's what you need to be aware of with that. So, how do we make systems? Okay, this is quite an easy one. So, take a task that you do every day. Here's the first step to freeing yourself. I want you all to start listing all the tasks that you do every day. And when you list those tasks, maybe start with just delivery. So start with how you deliver your service, your coaching sessions, content you make, webinars you do, or whatever else. Okay? List down all the tasks you do to deliver your service to the customer. Then, you want to turn that task into one of 4 things. A checklist, a checklist, a template, a script, or a video tutorial. Okay? Once again, a system is one or more of the following: a checklist, a script, a template, or a video tutorial. I'll give you an example, right? I have somewhat systemized my webinars, okay? I have a checklist, first of all, of what things I'm going to talk about on the webinar. Then I have a template. So I have template slides. I have a structure to my webinar that I copy and paste every time. Okay? And then a video tutorial or a video recording would actually be me recording the webinar and then having it as an auto webinar. That webinar is now a system. Okay? So that would be how you start turning tasks into systems. And that's what we're doing at Blackbox every day now. Every task I think of in terms of delivering service, leading our clients, leading our team, improving service, improving customer service. This is we're taking every task we can think of and we're now systemizing it into one of those things. Okay, the sixth step, to remove yourself, all right? You have to have the systems in place first, okay? So we've got the systems in place, and now, once you've got a system in place, only now can you automate that role or you can delegate it to a person. Okay, so I'll repeat that again. Only when you have the system, the checklist, templates, scripts, and videos, then you can outsource that task to a person or you can automate it to technology. And this is what you need to do at this point is create a job description. Okay? And remember, it's not about finding amazing people. Okay? It's actually getting the job done effectively is 80% down to having an effective system, having a clear checklist, having a good template, having a solid proven script for something, or having a clear video tutorial. Okay? 80% of getting the job done is down to that, the system. Okay? I would say it's 80% the system, it's 10% choosing people with good potential. That's the potential to follow the system. And there's 10% leading those people, which is educating them on why the system is so important and inspiring them and incentivizing them to keep implementing the system. Okay? So that's basically how we get systems on board. Now, when you've done this, what's going to be your new role in the company? When you've systemized everything, you've systemized delivery, sales, and leads, and you've brought people in or technology in to do the job, what do you do? What do you do next? Your job, I would say, at this point is to, first of all, continually make your systems even more powerful. You want to be optimizing your systems. How can they be more efficient? How can you get better results for people in less time? How can you get your clients better results with faster systems? How can you develop your team members better? How can you grow people? As Richard Branson says, when you grow your people, the people will grow your business. Okay? You make a job of leading your team, optimizing your online systems, making them smooth and efficient, and that will help you. By the way, guys, if any of you want help with really optimizing and refining your online systems, if you're going to make an automated funnel and you want help to really refine that and make it as smooth and as profitable as possible, you need to speak to Scott Oldford. Okay, Scott Oldford. You'll find him on my Facebook feed. He's a great guy. If you want an optimized, automated funnel, he is the guy for that. All right, just letting you know. Buy whatever he's offering on that, because if you want that done, but then get someone to implement the work for you. Okay, don't go buy his products, but don't go doing it yourself. If you can get someone else to build the funnel for you, that's even better, right? So you do that, get the systems in place, and you can start removing yourself. Okay, and I've started doing this in Blackbox. Going back to the case study, I've started now outsourcing myself, but we've taken on a sales team. We have a sales team of 60 salespeople who go door to door around America. We train them every week. They get paid on commission. And I'm also training a new wave of speakers. Okay, so we sell through seminars and live events. So I'm now taking on a few select people that I see potential in, who have potential to learn my speaking systems and implement them. Now I actually have my six-figure speaker system. Okay, my speaking product is in a box. It's my six-figure speaker system. Cheap plug. You can buy a copy of that if you want to. Message me. I'm teaching that to certain people now who will get on stage, fill events, sell our products, and make recurring commissions. That's how I've removed myself from this. So the leads are automated mainly through traffic. We have then, sales people, one-to-one selling, group selling, and of course, the delivery is outsourced to the agency. The seventh step, finally, is to scale. Once you've done this, we are ready. As soon as you do steps 1 to 6, you're ready to scale, guys, okay? You can do that in a week from now. I'm not saying you should, or you will, or it's common, but you could. When you do 1 to 6, and you start systemizing what you do, and you start getting other people or technology to do the job for you, you can scale, okay? I mentioned Scott Alford, okay? I'm going to give him more props right now. So I'm launching a funnel, a new business product soon with Scott. And it's for my six-figure speaker system. And of course, so I systemized what I did. I took what I teach people about live events, filling events, selling from stage, and so on. I made a load of video tutorials, okay? Videoing me talking about events. I put in some scripts, which are some live event speaking scripts I use on stage. I gave templates in that program, templates of what your seminar should look like, what your advert should look like, and so on. And I gave checklists, okay? For example, on the day of your seminar, here's a checklist to make sure you have all the things set up that you need, right? Checklists, templates, scripts, videos. That made me a product. Now I'm working with Scott. He is going to be, I'm not building a funnel, obviously. I'm paying Scott. Scott is going to be teaching my team. He's teaching me, or through the video tutorials we have from Scott, my funnel building team then build out the funnels, where we're then going to pay for Facebook ads. So I have one guy who's going to be doing Facebook ads for me, sending traffic into the funnel that the funnel guy is going to build for me, selling the product that I made, the delivery. And of course, Scott Alford is then, doing the strategy. He's teaching us the strategy, basically. So that's, again, another fully automated and outsourced product line for me, okay? And that six-figure speaker program is $1,000, all right? And our goal is to take that to 3 sales a day very quickly, okay? So this is an example of how I'm going to scale this, okay? My first goal is to get to an average of 1 sale a day, okay? Now, when you're going to look to scale, the only 2 things you need are systems in place, okay? You need your systems in place, and obviously people running the systems or technology doing it for you. And then you need to know your numbers. You need to then know what it costs you to make a sale. Okay, so I put the funnel is being built into place right now. That's the systems. So my funnel is over here selling the six-figure speaker program. I'm standing over here separate from it. I don't need to do anything. And we're going to pay money, send traffic into the funnel, and start trying to make sales through an automated webinar, right? So all I need to know is my numbers, and we estimate that we could spend maybe $500 on advertising in order to make one sale of $1,000, right? Once I know those numbers are certain, once I know I can spend $500 of my own money and walk away that day with a $1,000 sale, and I make $500 profit, how much money do you then think I'm going to put into scaling that funnel? Right? Every penny I can find, pretty much, right, is going to go into that to grow it. So that's basically, if you want to scale, you need to get the systems in place and then figure out the costs and the returns on your investments. Okay? And this is going to be a lot easier for you to do. So that's simply that's the basics of scaling. All right. So at this point, that's all the content. Okay, that's all like the main 7 steps overview to teach you as deep as we can go in this. For the next couple of minutes, I'm going to talk to you. If you want to learn more, I have the 5-day Freedom Business Intensive. This is a product I recorded a little while ago. A few people did this, and now I'm basically allowing you to access the recordings if you want to go fully in depth on this. So the Freedom Business, this is basically Freedom Business Secrets that clients are paying me thousands of dollars and flying around the world to my retreats and other events to learn. And it's the simple steps to create freedom business that gives you scalable wealth whilst impacting more people. Basically, we're going to go in depth on the 7 steps I outlined here today. So if you're tired with overwhelm and you're trying to do it all yourself, and if you're not even sure what you should be prioritizing, as some of you mentioned today, this is going to be a good investment for you, and I would seriously consider it. Okay? This course is finally going to eliminate all that for you. So you're going to learn, here's some of the things you're going to learn from this course. You're going to learn why the daily hustle and grind will not help you and is only going to trap you more and more inside your job. We touched on that, but we'll go deeper. We're going to learn why being lazy, dumb, and cheap is my favorite way to blow past 6 figures very quickly. You're going to learn the most impactful secrets that I've taught to a group of business owners at my $5 million villa retreat a few weeks ago. And what I taught them there was so powerful, it had a few of them in tears because they literally reevaluated their life and their business right then and there. What I've gone through tonight is scraping the surface. Okay, I taught this stuff for 7 intensive days on my retreat. Okay, long days. There's so much to go for this if you want to learn and master the art of growing a freedom business as an investment vehicle. We're going to go further in depth on the secret to create multiple income streams quickly and almost effortlessly. We're going to talk about how to find the right people that you can trust to continue your legacy and grow your business so you can take more time off and enjoy your success. This product will also teach you why passion is killing your dreams and your business and how you can get around that instead. It's going to teach you how to create scalable and automated revenue this month and then let your business feel exciting again. Now, here are a few people that have been through the program. I've had a few people graduate already. Julian here mentioned some of the best bits of it. And the best thing here is he said it's made his business feel exciting again, knowing he'll have a team around him to help him grow. One of my graduates, Stephen, fucking awesome. This is what Stephen said after the very first session. Okay, the very first day of this program, he took 3 pages of notes. And Stephen already owns 2 7-figure businesses. He owns 2 7-figure companies, largely online, and even he took 3 pages of notes about outsourcing and scaling. All right. So what could you learn? Think about that. Got Tanya here. Very nice little testimonial from Tanya, which I'm very appreciative of. Also Keith, another guy. Keith did this program. Okay, Keith has graduated this Freedom Business Intensive, and he learned a lot of insights. And as he said there, the course is worth at least 10 times the price and value, which I'm very grateful that people see that. Okay, if you want to get involved in this, you just go to justindevinshire.com/freedom-biz. Okay, and yeah, so it's justindevinshire.com/freedom-biz. Okay, I'll put that link there. Some of you aren't seeing the slides, which I'm not sure why, but again, these things happen. I don't get upset by it. So okay, if you buy it, great. If not, it's not a problem. So how this course works is basically it's a 5-day intensive program where you get about 1 hour to 2 hours a day of video training. There's a module on every one of those 7 steps we covered, and it goes into a lot more detail, a lot more depth, and a lot more application for your business. So what the goal of this product is it's meant to be done in real time. You do day 1, you get day 1 video, you watch it, you do the steps, you've got to apply as you learn. This is not one of those courses you can just watch now and do it later. No, watch the video, do the steps, only then you can do the second video. And it's going to systematically help you remove yourself from your business. Okay, I put the link there on the Facebook thread. If you want to find out more, there's a bit of information about it there. And as a special bonus, as a way to kind of incentivize you to do this, I'm giving you a special bonus right now to work with me one-to-one. So after everything I've said about protecting my time, you guys must know I must love you guys to offer this, right? If you sign up for this program today and you accept those recordings, I'm going to give you a one-on-one session with me. Okay? We get to work one-on-one, get to look into your business, and I get to personalize this a bit more to you and your business. So that's kind of like the offer you get there. That would usually be $2,000 for a one-off strategy session. You'll get that $2,000 bonus with this when you invest. I don't think I put it on the slides because I'm lazy like that. But the investment is, I think, $597. Okay. I think it's $597 is to access all the recordings on the 5-day program. But again, go to justindevinshire.com/freedom-biz. Okay, I'll put the link there. The link is in the Facebook. You're not missing anything on the slides. Don't worry, it's just bullet points. Nothing special to see there. So guys, that's pretty much it for the webinar. I'm happy to stick around and answer any questions. I apologize about the slides going on and off. I'm really not sure why it's doing that or how to fix it. So I really don't know what to say about that, to be honest. But whoa, there's a lot of you guys on the line tonight. That's pretty awesome. And I really appreciate you guys all showing up tonight. A lot of familiar faces. We've got Lee, got Lee Boniface there, Adrian YouTube, got Lucas. How's it going, Lucas? I'm looking who's online right now. Cool. So, if you guys have any questions about anything we've talked about tonight, pop in the Facebook group and I will get to them. Okay, so Alright, Tanya's asking, do we get a discount rate if we're in your B2S group? Usually, Tanya, most discounts I would put on it, but the fact that I'm putting the one-to-one session with it, I really can't discount it anymore. This is like, it's $600 to learn how to grow and automate and scale a business. I could charge 10 grand for this stuff, it'd be worth it. So with the one-to-one call as well, I'm afraid I'm not going to offer any discounts on this. Okay, but you do get in the group, you get the recording of this webinar and the slides as well. Bogdan's asking, how do we automate your work in Facebook groups? Okay, now, so good question. Okay, but so you you can automate your posts with, I'm sure there's softwares and things that do that. But you can also outsource, and you can get someone to post in the groups for you. Okay, so you haven't got to automate it, you could outsource that job. And ultimately in a Facebook group though, you do want some kind of real person interaction in there. So maybe if you get an admin on board, I would probably recommend, Facebook groups for our community. So you don't want to outsource that completely because it takes away the personal touch. Now it doesn't mean you have to do it, but again, I'm going to bring up Scott Oldford again. So Scott Oldford has a fantastic free Facebook. I'm selling more of Scott's stuff than my own stuff tonight. What the hell's going on, right? But he's really cool. So he has a Facebook group and he has an admin, Divani, and she is like the group coordinator. Dan Meredith has a very successful Facebook group. He has Tega, his assistant, admin in the group and doing the posts for him. So you see, you don't have to automate everything necessarily. Sometimes it's better to outsource to a person instead, and get them to publish content for you. Okay, so that's plenty of options there. Tristan is asking, where do I look for the people to work my systems? So where do you look for people to do the work for you? So, well, Tristan, that depends on the job, obviously. But it's very easy to find people that want to work for you. Okay, if I want, an SEO person, I can find a Facebook SEO group, or I could put an advert on, some freelance websites, or in a local newspaper, or a recruitment center. There's not a shortage of people looking for work in any industry, trust me on that. So, yeah, depends on the job. Figure out who the person you're looking for is, and then go to the place to find them. Christina's asking, I'm interested in your thoughts on using yourself as a personality-driven business. Does it make it harder to remove yourself from the equation because you still need to be fronting your content? Black Box is separate to the Justin Devonshire brand. Is that deliberate? Right, great question. It's a big question, okay? As most good questions are, the answer is very long. Right. We have to start talking first about where personality-driven businesses come from. Before the internet, very select few people made good names for themselves. Dan Kennedy did it. Tony Robbins did it. Those guys did it, right? They worked their butts off. They did seminars around the place. And because back then it was harder to scale a business because they didn't have the tools they have today. They didn't have the internet back then. Even guys like Bob Proctor made a name for himself. All these guys had to work the hard way because they didn't have all the tools and things today, and automation and stuff like that. They couldn't record an automated webinar in 1970. Okay, you couldn't do that 2 years ago, probably. So what happened was these guys built a great brand name for themselves. Then the internet came along. Right? This is a very important history lesson. The internet came along. That then, when the internet came along, Tony Robbins, Dan Kennedy, Gary Vaynerchuk, whoever, right, the brand name is, Richard Branson, when the internet came along and we could all find out who these guys were, they already had some kind of celebrity status going for them. So they could leverage the internet immediately. They just put a load of money into it, build their website, be seen everywhere. Scalable products, everything. And so they never really made their names online. They were already big names. But what happens is, when new entrepreneurs come into the internet and they start seeing Tony Robbins online on YouTube at this time, they put two and two together and make five and think, oh, well, Tony's famous, Tony's doing well for himself. He must have done it online through his content, through his YouTube channel, or whatever. And he didn't. So I think a lot of people doing personality-based branding are kind of barking up the wrong tree. I think it's if you're gonna be a solopreneur, it makes sense to do it. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it makes no difference. Okay? My Justin Debonnaire brand has come about purely by accident. I never intended for my brand to be out there. I've been behind the scenes consulting some of the world's top speakers, doing events here and there, teaching people, and I've just kind of been forced into the limelight quite reluctantly. Okay? I never had any intentions of my own name. My first kind of real business was my fitness studio, and that was called Body Shape Fitness. I branded it I made it about the customer, not about me. That was always my first principle in marketing, is make it about them. They don't give a crap who I am, right? So my fitness brand, that has nothing to do with my name and face, and that's scaled up relatively easily, okay, without my name on it. And other things I've done too, I never relied on my brand name. That's happened because now I have all this free time. I just post stuff on Facebook all the time. That's literally what happened. I'd love to sound smarter than that, but I have loads of free time. I just post business stuff on Facebook because I like talking about business, because I have businesses. And then people follow me and start asking to give me money for stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'll take the money. It's cool. Right? I'll do some consulting. I'll make some products. But that was never my intention. So as a solopreneur, to stand out, you're gonna need you can go a brand name way. If your goal is an investor, entrepreneur, then it's not required. If you have a brand name of yourself, don't worry, you can still leverage that, but it's a factor in making money. Okay? Think of most of the top brands, they don't have names or faces behind them. Okay? So, that's not a problem. All right, we'll do a couple more minutes. So I've got Tobias. Where do I start? Says Tobias. If I have no product at all, no customers, do I approach them and ask what they want, and then find the people that can do the service? Or do I approach people who can do the workforce and ask them if they'd be willing to work for me? If you're starting from no product at best, it's easier for you just to make an online product. Okay, go with automation before outsourcing. Okay, so if you have no product, it's very simple, right? Know the result. So Tobias, do you know the result you want to get the client from A to B? If that's step number one, know the result. Know where point A is, where they are. Know where point B is, where they want to be. Then you simply create the milestones or the steps or the principles or the modules that get them there. So I made 7 steps to business freedom, okay? 8 steps to expert authority, 6 steps to make a cup of coffee. You need to know your steps. What I would do for you, if you want to really automate and create leverage as fast as possible, I would write out your steps, 5 steps to achieve whatever it is you help them do. Then I would record a video, maybe like a 30-minute video on each of those modules. Okay, and you've got a recorded video. Then I would use a free audio converter and I would strip the audio out of those videos. And now you have an audio product. Then I would send the audio to a transcriber service and have them put it into a PDF. Now you have a video product which you could charge, let's say, $97 for. You have a audio set which you could charge $47 for, or you have a PDF you could charge $27 for. Now you have that product pyramid. Okay, you have 3 levels of investment, and then on top of that, that's the first level. Remember, you're an information publishing company. Publish your information, video, audio, text. That's 3 levels of payment or value. That's the bottom of your pyramid. What you can do next then is you could then add consulting on top of those products. So your consulting is not designed to teach anything. Your consulting is designed to support the person after they've read the information. So you've got now $27 for the PDF, $47 for the audio, $97 for the video of how to get the result. Maybe a package of $120 for all 3 of those. Then they could have consulting on top with one of your consultants for $300 a month on top. We'll hold them accountable. Okay, and you can put consultants in place. All the consultants have to know is your system. They have to know what are your 5 steps. They have to know how you help the client. Then they can on the phone with them and support them. All right, that's 4 levels of payment straight away right there. Okay, and then you just need to send leads into your mechanism for selling them. Whether it's going to be a webinar, so you can make a webinar and automate the webinar, and the webinar can sell one of those products. Okay, and that's a very automated business very quickly. Okay, so that's the lowdown on that. And Mubarak says, guys, Justin is not telling as it is. This course is a must-have. This course is a must-have if you're working more than 10 hours in your business in a week. That's true. I'm one of the lucky people to learn from him live in this course, just because how much it means to my business. That is why I came to hear him again and again and make it a habit. So freedom is what you're looking for. Just do it. Since then, I have taken 50% of my time back and made more. So $600 is nothing for this program. Thank you very much, Mubarak, sir. I appreciate the live testimonial. That was not prompted in any way by me. It's an organic testimonial. I'm a happy customer. Thanks so much. So, we're going to be wrapping it up right there because I'm going to go and see my crying baby pretty soon. And, but I'm happy to serve you guys and give this to you. So, if there's any other questions you think of that come to you later, please just drop them in the group for me. That's what the Freedom Facebook group is for. And I really appreciate it if you want to refer anybody else into the group. Okay, just welcome them in. The more the merrier. And again, you know, if you really want to really smash this, don't just want to talk about it, you want to make it happen, go and get the recordings of the Freedom Business Project Intensive. I'm going to link again, justindevonshire.com. And no, I didn't build my website before you ask. /Freedom Biz, okay? I really, tooting my own horn. I know this is an amazing product, which, again, it's based on my teachings at my live retreat. And I know for a fact no one else is teaching this stuff. Nobody, right? But again, luckily, I don't need to charge super high prices because I don't need the money from it. I want to make it easy for you guys to pay me my $600 to to learn how I've grown and scaled multiple companies, right? So thanks a lot, everybody. Sorry again, my apologies about the slides or whatever was happening. It looked normal to me, so I couldn't see anything. But I'm sure it's probably the new webinar software. I think they're going through some upgrades and they're a new company. So I know what it's like. I understand these guys, Webinar Ninja. You start off a new company. If you're doing big things, it's not going to be perfect in the beginning. Another lesson for you guys, Webinar Ninja have just launched. They've automated it. They've scaled. They're going through growing pains. All right, same thing our agency. It's not all perfect, okay? We've had some refunds. We've had feedback about how our service can be better. We've had certain people in our agency we've recruited that have let us down, okay? So what I'm teaching you here, guys, is not a system for perfection, right? It's a system for getting the shit done, right? When you build a big company with loads of people involved, it's not going to be perfect, okay? You just have to accept that, okay? It's just part of the growing. But what thrills me as an entrepreneur is that once I've built my basic systems, a basic lead system, basic sales system, and a basic delivery system, all my work then is every day looking at that system on the wall and saying, how can we make this better? How can we make this more impactful, right? How can we optimize what's already working? And this is what I know all of the CEOs do. So Howard Schultz from Starbucks, okay, they already have systems to make coffee. They've been doing it for 30 years. What they do every day is think look at this, at every system in our business. How do we welcome customers? How do we make the coffee? How do we put the taste into it? How do we play the music in the stores? And how can we make those better and better and better so people fall in love with our company over and over again? That is what your work will become. It's like a piece of art that you just keep rebuilding and rebuilding better every single time, okay? And that's fulfilling. You're doing really creative, artistic work then, not putting out, putting out fires and trying to do everything and do things you hate and stuff like that. And this can be a reality for all of you. So that is it for now, and I am out of here.